So in conclusion, I'm pretty sure that we could just get rid of Twitter and everyone would be a lot happier. And I'm pretty sure we all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, Twitter definitely it's been up there as far as being bad, but it's not what made 2016 the worst year ever. Like, this year has just been terrible.
That's probably...
She said it.
She read an article today.
Oh no, you gotta read it again?
Yeah, dude. Let's talk for a moment about 1348. The bubonic plague, if you will. Yeah.
It did wipe out a third of Europe.
A third of Europe.
Like
Gone.
18.
Say, just Europe. Say goodbye to grandma and the children.
All right, but the grandma and the children, they didn't produce any quality art that really changed people's lives and their perspective on the world.
Okay. Try 1919. Oh, 20% of the population is unemployed. And
Half a
then
million Americans die.
of the Spanish flu.
Yeah.
The flu, guys.
But we've pretty much solved that with like flu vaccines and things like that. Again, none of those people really did anything to change the world and change perspectives on global issues.
Who are you talking about?
David Bowie. Totally changed the idea of like transgenderism, gender fluidity.
I actually always get him confused with John Bon Jovi. Like, in my mind, they are the same people.
No, one of them is intentionally trying to dress in the female form and change ideas of how it looks and how people perceive masculinity, and the other one just kind of looks like a girl.
Who else you got?
What about Prince? Purple rain, purple rain. Cannot tell me you don't like Purple Rain.
It's crazy. He actually doesn't really do much for me.
What?
Look, I agree that like we do feel in a major way that we're being trolled. Like George Michael dying on Christmas Eve. So that every time you go into a store and hear Last Christmas playing, you're like, oh yeah, that's actually an ironic death song.
That was his last Christmas.
I actually really do like get him confused with Boy George. Like, I feel like that's the same two people.
Oh my God, no.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm just not gonna buy this idea that 2016 was any worse than any other year. I'm pretty sure we're just all like more in tune to it because of Facebook or whatever. Like, I think in 2017, we all just need to pay attention to what's really important and not allow ourselves to be made prisoners of our own petty disappointments. Pop it in here. Whoops. Just like, whoops. Just like, pop it in here like this. And then break that down. It's like, you put the bubbles, and then you can take it right out. And then you can put like whatever flavoring in you want.
There you go.
Ginger ale.
Yeah, it's the only one they had in the entire store.
The only ginger ale?
The only one of these kombuchas.
Did you check the hydration station? Because there's always extra
Checked
ones over
hydration
there.
station, all the spots. And I also talked to the manager who informed me that they're switching over to, what's the, it has like a duck's tail on it or some shit.
Like, exclusively, they're not carrying my brand anymore because those have like 2 grams more sugar than I'm actually comfortable with because I like my kombuchas very tart.
Sorry?
Where am I supposed to get my kombuchas?
The Whole Foods is like a block and a half down.
The Whole Foods? I hate that place. This sucks. This is completely unacceptable. I'm gonna tweet at them right now and let them know that this is completely ridiculous. This is like, sucks.
Would you say you feel like a prisoner there, Noe?
You know, of like a petty disappointment, perhaps. I'm gonna put these bags away.